My name is Angie, and I'm starting to think we have a boredom problem. Do you remember that feeling? Going to your dad's workplace and just waiting? Or going to the doctor's office and waiting for over an hour with nothing to do? Or creating imaginary characters to surf on buildings during car rides? Or even reading the text on the back of cleaning products in the bathroom when sitting on the toilet? Yeah, that's boredom, and it's essential to our well-being. For thousands of years, our brains evolved to not only use this downtime, but need it. Think of your brain, or mind, like a bedroom. When something happens in your life, it leaves behind a mark. The memory of the event, your emotional state at the time, and any fears that may sprout from it. And there's a bit of mess in your room. To tidy it up and throw out the junk takes a bit of time, and a bit of discomfort. But you don't want to think about that now, right? After all, it wasn't a big deal, so you continue on stimulating your brain. Scrolling funny memes on the toilet, putting earphones on anytime you go out, blasting music when you're in the shower, and listening to podcasts when doing boring chores. A few weeks go by. A lot of things happen in your life. You have new ambitions, new fears, new memories, new people, and new emotions to untangle and process. But no time for that. I have to work, and when I'm not working, I have to be entertained. Oh boy, it's bedtime. These pesky thoughts came rushing back. You've been avoiding boredom for so long that you don't even remember what your room once looked like. It's a complete and utter mess. A cluster of events, memories, emotions, fears, dead ambitions, and much, much more. What was once a handful of bad thoughts has now grown into dozens upon dozens of bad thoughts, and now it's too scary to face. You, sir, are now like the rest of us, afraid to sit with your thoughts. And how can you not be? There's just so much to unravel and it fills you with utter hopelessness. Your vices and escapisms have taught your brain that these thoughts are worthy of the fear, since you're actively running away from them. And you might think to yourself, what's so bad about that? I mean, we got our phones after all, the literal cure to boredom. I can just fill any gaps in my life with stimulation. If I never sit with my thoughts, then who cares if my room is a mess? I can just focus on the external world. If we think, and therefore we are, then who are you if you don't think? Do you really want to live the rest of your life in a constant state of anxiety of your inner monologue? Let me approach it from a different angle. Are your thoughts becoming more foggy and unclear in your day-to-day life? Do you feel that huge chunks of time seem to pass you by without you noticing? Are you suffering from chronic anxiety no matter what you do? Do you feel there's a general lack of creativity or calm contentment in your life? Chances are all of these things are linked to your lack of downtime. I think our parents are right. It really is that damn phone. And the worst part is, our parents are now just as infected as we are. From Candy Crush to TikTok, from the news to funny videos, our parents are just as hooked as we are. We're all rapidly becoming addicted to being stimulated and terrified of being bored. On a side note, it's pretty funny to roll my eyes when my dad is checking his phone. On that damn phone again, huh? Jokes aside, I think this is a conversation we should be having with each other, as we're the guinea pigs of the smartphone era. It's hard to convince people to put aside something as engaging and stimulating as our smartphones, but the least we can do is talk about it. Sure, people in the past used to have distractions, but they didn't always have access to it, and it wasn't a super stimulant. When was the last time you didn't have access to 4K videos of everything you could ever want to watch available at your fingertips every hour of every day for almost free? And I'm just as guilty as everyone else. It's simply part of modern life. So if any of what I said applies to you, don't worry too much and don't feel alone. We're really all in this together. And I think we can benefit from reconnecting with our inner selves. I've personally been a lot more conscious about my phone usage and how I handle negative thoughts. And I have to say, I wish I did this sooner. There's a general groundedness that comes with facing the things you've been running from. You're right, it's scary, it's uncomfortable, but only at the start. You'll quickly realize the inner voice isn't always mean. It's just upset you've ignored it for so long. Maybe I'll make a video on ways to ease the discomfort of sitting with your thoughts and how to reintroduce boredom into your life. But that's enough yapping about boredom. If you enjoyed this video or found it relatable at all, like and subscribe, but only if you liked it. With all of that said, take a few minutes away from your screen, reflect on how your day has been, and I wish you a great rest of your day.